Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Sumukascha Yekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha Lambodharascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayakaha Dhumaketur Ganadhyakshaha Phalachandro Gajananaha Vakratundaha Surpakarno Herambaha Skandapurvajaha Shuklam Baradharam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Dhyayet Sarva Vignopasantaye Yasya Dvirada Vaktradhya Parishadhya Parasatam Vignam Nignanti Satatam Vishvaksenam Tamasraye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheswaraha Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim Yatkripatamaham vande paramananda madhavam Yam brahma varunendra rudra marutaha stunvanti divyai stavaihi Vedai sanka padakramopanishadairi Gayanti yam samagaha Dhyanavastita tadgatena manasa pasyanti yam yoginaha Yasyantam navidus sura ganaha Devaya tasmai namaha Janmadhyasya yaton vayat Itaratascha artheshu abhignaha swarat Tene brahma hridayah adikavaye muhyanti yat surayah Tejovari mrudam yatha vinimayah Yatra trisargo mrisha Dhamna svena sada nirasta kuhakam satyam param dhimahi dharmaha prochida kaitavotra paramo nirmat saranam satam Vedyam vastavam atra vastu sivadam tapatrayon moolanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krute Kimva Parairisvaraha Sadyah Hrudi Avarudhyatehe Atra Kritibihi Susrushubihi Takshanat Nigama Kalpataror Galitam Phalam Sukha Mukhat Amrita Dravasam Yutam Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasikaha Bhuvi Bhavukaha Vasudeva para Veda Vasudeva para Makhaha Vasudeva para Yoga Vasudeva para Kriyaha Vasudeva param Jnanam Vasudeva param Tapaha Vasudeva paro Dharmo Vasudeva para Gatihi Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet. Now, with Bhagavan's grace, let us continue from where we left off yesterday. We came up to Slokam number 11, Adhyayam 18, Skandham number 4. Bhudevi is requesting, praying to Prithu Maharaja, Swami, please utilize the appropriate prescribed methodology as prescribed by those Munigal, by those Rishikal who know the truth. Tattva Darsibihi Munibihi Drishtena Yogena. Okay. So then take as much as you want from me. Whatever you want. Come on, whatever you desire. And I'll give them to you in plenty, she says. But first, Maharaja, you do one thing first. No, first you have to level the ground. Okay, this is very important because you have to level the ground so that the ground can hold water and all the grains and all can grow. So don't worry whether this is an auspicious time or whether it's a rainy season. Don't worry about all that. Just level the ground. That will make sure when the rivers come and with the fertile land, with the water in the ground, so the grains can grow. So this is what we saw earlier when the musicians were praising Prutu, of what one of the things he was going to do in the future was to level the ground. Okay, that's what he's done. Now we will continue from there. Okay, now before we continue with Slokam 12, I will give you a small clue and consider that and see if it appeals to your heart. Take it. If it doesn't appeal to your heart, please reject it so that you can enjoy all the slokangal that is coming from now onwards. Okay. Bhudevi, Bhuma Devi is known as Vasundhara. She is also called Vasudha. Vasu means all kinds of resources. Selvangal, as we say, Ashtalakshmi, right? Selvangal. And the not only monetary wealth, but all kinds of health, resources of all kinds, right? And so that is given by Bhuma Devi. And Bhuma Devi, remember, is all Panchabhutangal. So the Akasam is very much present. Please understand. The Sabdam is very much present. The Gandham is very much present. The Rasam is very much present. Okay? So, and the Rupam is also very much present. So now, pull back and before we take these slokangal academically from a third person point of view, which means nothing, no effect will be there. But with Bhagavan says, my prayer and request is that enjoy them personally. Vyasa Bhagavan is speaking to me, teaching me a lesson. And what is that lesson? I'm born to my parents. The parents were born to their parents. Now what happened? My parents, my mother, my father, they all ate the food from the earth. They grew. And when I grew up in my mother's womb, I also got the same food that they consumed, the nutrition from it. And then my body was formed. Now I'm moving around in my body. And what's going to happen to this body? It's going to go back and become one with the Bhumi, one with all the Panchabhutangal. So on a scientific basis, you know very well you have the DNA of your parents and your grandparents and your Vamsam, what we call as a Gotram, right? We know that DNA has been discovered by science. But we already, all of us have one fundamental common DNA, which is we are all children of the earth. We are born from the earth, then we go and merge back on the earth. This Bhuma Devi is one of our mothers. There are 4 mothers that we have. Bhuma Devi is one of them. And what does this mean? And she is called Prithvi because, as I mentioned to you, Prithu Maharaja considers her as his daughter. Okay, so that's why Prithvi, from Prithu, Prithvi. Now, you and I are called as Partha because we are children of Prithvi. So what does this mean? Now, you're going to see in the next few slokangal all the idea of the things that Bhuma Devi gives and gives and gives and gives. No stoppage. Vasundhara, Vasu, Selvangal, Dhara, one who is supporting all kinds of resources. Vasudha, one who gives all the resources, all the Selvangal. It's for you to ask, for the asking. If I ask it the right way, then I'm milking her the right way, the prescribed pathway. Now, depending upon the method I use, and depending upon my mental attitude, my desires, remember, the Kamadenu, the Kalpaka Vriksham, and all these are not academic concepts. Bhuma Devi gives everything that I ask for. Everything that you desire comes at the appointed time. Okay? So, if Bhuma Devi, not only she is an embodiment, epitome of patience, forbearance, which is a lesson I must take from her. Also, she is a giver. She is not a taker. That is why a few sessions before, I shared with you rather bluntly and without, of course, no intention to hurt anyone. But the bluntness or the frankness I thought was important to share the essence of the why we are all here. Yajna, we have to give and give and give and give, not take. Very important. That is what you're going to see in the next few slokams. So one message we take, one teaching from Prithu Maharaja we take, from Prithu Avataram that we take. Bhagavan comes with Mahalakshmi and performs a Leela with the Bhudevi and teaches us that, listen, hey, the whole creation is based upon yajna, only sacrifice. Along with the birth comes sacrifice. Don't forget. Don't be swartham. Swartham is very bad. Selfishness is very bad. From swartham, selfishness, I must move to parartham, for serving, helping, and giving to all others, everything, all other beings. I must expand. Then I will attain paramartham itself. This is the method, prescribed method, swartham to parartham to paramartham. So remember that. So every time we see the slokam, understand the milker, one who is extracting. If I employ that method, I will get it. Period. Because Bhuma Devi is assured and continues to give all that I want and more. There's no limitation. Okay. So please, with that context, let us move on. Number 12. Iti priyam hitam vakyam bhuva adaya bhupatihi vatsam kritva manum panau aduhat sakala aushadhihi. Iti priyam hitam vakyam bhuva adaya bhupatihi vatsam kritva manum panau aduhat sakala aushadhihi. Iti priyam hitam vakyam bhuva adaya bhupatihi vatsam kritva manum panau aduhat sakala aushadhihi. So listening to Bhuma Devi's such loving and very gentle and benefit granting hitam and priyam and hitam, that's a Sanskrit word. But listening to her to words, Prithu accepted it. Maharaja accepted it. His anger was gone. So that's what Bhagavan is. Okay. So then he took Manu as the calf. And then he extracted, milked all kinds of plants. Aushadhihi. Now, why Manu? We talk why the calf is very important. We saw that. Then only the mother cow will secrete milk. Okay. So first thing is the calf, then you need the milker. Now, what does this mean in my life? Okay, let me give you the padarth and then before we summarize and move on. Iti thus, Bhuvaha priyam hitam vakyam. Bhuvaha, Bhumi Devi, in Mother Earth, Mother Bhumi, not only Earth, don't confuse Earth only to the planet, please. It's not planet Earth, it is the whole creation. Okay, Bhulokam is all the, what we call scientifically the universe, the physical representation of all that. Okay, so don't limit to only Earth. Okay, so Bhudevi, Bhuvaha, the Bhumi Devi, and Priyam Hitam, you know the Priyam Hitam Vakyam, that you understand. Adaya, accepting that. Bhupatihi, the king, the Maharaja, Bhupatihi. Manum Vatsam Krutva, Manuvai. Why Manu? He codified the Dharmangas for us, Manu Dharmam. Before that, we seem to know now, but suppose it is not available, what would be our knowledge? So Manu codified. It gave us guidelines, rules, commands to live our life by. So that dharmic pathway, okay, that he has given us from the Vedangas. So Manum Vatsam Krutva, taking the Manu Dharma as the calf, Panau, Sakala Aushadhihi, by his hand, so to speak, or keeping in his hand. By hand here simply means um, it can be experienced in different ways, but you can say that when I do all dharmic activities with my mind, with my words, and with my actions, sakala aushadhihi aduhat, then he extracted, milked all the grains and plants of the earth. In other words, by practicing dharma, the plants started sprouting again from the Bhudevi. She immediately gave it. The calf was dharma. Previously, adharma was present. That's why she took it in. The moment dharmic practices were employed, automatically Bhuma Devi gave out, secreted all the aushadhi. Okay. So what does this mean in our life? Somebody comes hungry, okay, and the very beautifully, annam kavayam na parichakshita. That means when somebody comes hungry, wanting food, I must give him lots of food so that he's satisfied. Even if I go hungry, it's okay. And the moment I employ the dharma of earning food the proper way, eating food the proper way, and sharing the food the proper way, whatever has been given to me, more and more food will come to me. Okay, this is the basic algorithm. If I do lots of it, I'll get lots more. If I do a little bit of it, I'll get only little. If I don't do any of it, I will not get anything. It's that simple. So that's a lesson from this. Employ dharma for agriculture to grow, for rainforest to survive. All those things we can understand from this one sloka. Okay. Next one. 13. Tatha अपरे च सर्वत्र सारम् आददते बुधाः ततः अन्ये च यथा कामं दुदुहुः पृथु भाविताम्. तथा अपरे च सर्वत्र सारम् आददते बुधाः ततः अन्ये च यथा कामं दुदुहुः पृथु भाविताम्. तथा परे च सर्वत्र सारमाददते बुधाः ततोऽन्ये च यथा कामं दुदुः पृथु भाविताम्. So now Prithu Maharaja has shown the way. Okay, so all the other Buddhaha, people who use wise people, not just intelligent, Arivaligal, wise people, people with wisdom. So they all extracted from the Bhudevi all the things that they wanted. It's a common. Remember, whatever you desire, you get. Common is a word that used before in the previous lokam that Bhuma Devi speaks. Then all the others also, as illustrated by Prithu Maharaja, as exemplified by Prithu Maharaja, they took whatever they want, extracted whatever they want from the Bhudevi, whatever they desired. Okay, but in a dharmic manner, not only food, how much you can get in a dharmic manner from the earth, you think amazing amount of things, isn't it? So tatha, in the same way, tatha parecha, not apare, tatha parecha sarvatra, tatha, same way, parecha, pare buddhaha cha, pare buddhaha, other wise people, sarvatra, in all places, saram adadate, they extracted the saram, the fruits of their actions. Immediately don't think you're going to dig into the mother earth and get something. That's not what it is. In terms of grains, yes, it came from this. But now if I do my actions in a dharmic manner, naturally I get the results appropriately, isn't it? That is what a wise person does. He conducts himself in a dharmic manner, and then the results he gets are also very beneficial. So that is what saram adadate means in our life. Tataha, after that, anyecha, others also. Now what happened? Not everybody is wise. Not everybody is a buddhiman, isn't it? So what about people like me, who don't use their wisdom that much, who don't use their buddhi that much? Even those people also, Anyecha, all the others, Prutu Bhavitam, as illustrated by Prutu Maharaja, Yatha Raja Tata Prajaha. So Prutu Maharaja conducted himself in the exemplary manner, dharmic manner. It is easy for other people to follow that, to emulate that. So the others, Anyecha, others, Prutubhavitam, as illustrated, as shown by Prutu Maharaja, Yata Kamam Duduhu, whatever they desire, they got it. You want to earn money, go earn money. You want to study, go study. Whatever it is, you want to do exercise, do exercise. Whatever it is you want to do, you want to go serve, go and serve. But they did it, the methodology, how they did it is very important. They followed the pathway shown by Prutu, the dharmic path, which means they approached everything with the mindset as sacrifice, as yajna, as sacrifice, as giving, not holding. Okay, then they got whatever they desired, they got. There's nothing wrong in desiring, but don't be selfish. That's all. So that is next slokam. Number 14. So now you understand how you can apply this in your life if you want. Number 14, because this is what our DNA is. Rishayo duduhu devim indriyeshu atha sattama vatsam brihaspatim krutva payaha chandomayam suchi. Rishayah duduhu devim indriyeshu atha sattamam. Sattama vatsa brihaspatim krutva payaha chandomayam suchi. Rishayo duduhur devim indriyeshvata sattama vatsam brihaspatim krutva payaschandomayam suchi. After that, O Vidura, okay, Maitreya is not describing continuously. He says, Oh Vidura, you know what happened after that? After that, the Munigal, Rishigal, they using Brihaspati as a calf. So watch this. Brihaspati as a calf. The moment you put Brihaspati as a calf, what happens? Bhuma Devi starts secreting a certain type of milk. And what is that milk? So Vedam, Brihaspati is the guru of the Devaraha. You know that. So the moment Brihaspati is employed, a Vedic Pandit is employed, Bhuma Devi cannot stop. She secretes out of love the milk called Vedangal. They come out. And these Vedangal, what happened? Suchi, Indriyeshu, Chandomayam Duduhu, Chandomayam Payaha, Vedam Enum Palai, the milk that is the Vedam. Okay, Devi, from the Bhuma Devi. And the Rishayaha Duduhu, the Rishis milked the Bhuma Devi. All the Rishigal basically got the knowledge of Vedangal. The way, how did the Rishigal Pandits and all that? Brihaspati is the Moolam. And then once you employ that knowledge of Brihaspati, Bhuma Devi cannot stop. Automatically the knowledge of Vedangal, the Vedic chanting, the Vedic recitations, the meaning of Vedangal, okay, everything, those are all the knowledge immediately was imbibed by the Rishigal. Okay. Rishayo duduguhu devim indriyeshu ata sattama. Okay, sattama means a good person. No? The Vidura is addressing. Vatsam Brihaspatim krutva. Brihaspatim Vatsam krutva. Brihaspatiyai kandraha amaithu. Payaha chandomayam suchi. Chandomayam, the Vedangal. The Vedangal. Suchi means purified. Now, this is very important. Indriyeshu is a word that comes here. Now, Indriyangal, we know that there are, we say 10 Indriyangal, 5 non-Indriyangal, etc. See, also, in sometimes you look at mind also as an Indriya, because mind is always going outwards. Indriya means something that's externally oriented. That is another meaning for Indriya. So, what happens when the Rishigal imbibed and brought out and spread the knowledge of Vedangal through Brihaspati, and all this knowledge, only the Bhuma Devi, only the universe, Bhuma Devi only gives us all that. Please understand. What does that Vedam do? Indriyeshu Suchihi. Indriyeshu, Indriyangalil, Suchi, purity. So what happens when you listen to Vedam? Even if I don't understand the meaning, I don't know how to recite it, but I hear it, listen to it carefully. What happens to my mind? What happens to my ears? What happens to my eyes? Something descends, isn't it? Some purity comes immediately, isn't it? Okay. Siksham vyaakhya syamaha varnasvarah matra balam samasantanaha. You listen to that. You may not understand the meaning, of course, or my elder knows what it is. Doesn't matter. But the Vedam, if it is chanted properly, how do you feel? Purity comes. Indriyeshu suchihi, duduhu, the Rishigal, duduhu, they imbibe, they brought out, so that our Indriyangal, yours and mine, okay, can be purified. The more I listen to this Vedic chanting, the more calm I will be, peaceful I will be. I will be in a different world. Okay? So this is what happened. This is Vasundhara, how Bhuma Devi is helping you and me. Okay? Next one, number 15. So the other way to take personal lesson, I must listen to Vedam. I must chant it properly, not just chant it for namesake. No, 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 no. It is Amritam itself. How can I take a light-hearted attitude towards it? I have to be very disciplined. Okay to make mistakes. My attitude should be one of Shraddha. No, I'll sacrifice whatever I need to do. I will sacrifice some sleep if I have to learn Vedam. I must work at it. It is not easy. Okay, if you chant it properly, the effect will be um, electrifying. I'm telling you, no less than that. Okay, number 15. Krutva vatsam suraganaha indram somam aduduhan hiranmayena patrena viryam ojaha balam payaha. Important to understand all these very carefully, very simple words, but let's make sure we understand it with Swami's grace clearly, with clarity. Okay, clarity is very important. Okay. Krutva vatsam suraganaha indram somam aduduhan hiranmayena patrena viryam ojaha balam payaha. Krutva vatsam suraganaha indram somam aduduhan hiranmayena patrena viryamojo balam payaha. Devargal means the tendencies, the effulgences within us, the aspect within us, and all around us, within us and all around us, that is guiding us, pulling us, pushing us towards a lotus feet. Okay, they all want to do only Shreyas for us. That is Devargal. Okay, so Suraganaha, what did they do? They employed Indra as the calf. Indra is the leader of all the Devaganangal. Okay, so Indra as a calf, and in a golden pot, they extracted, they brought out, so to speak, from the Bhuma Devi, Viryam, Ojaha, Balam, Somam. Okay. Now, Aduduhan, when you say the verb and you add the a before that, it shows past tense. He did that. They milked. Okay. Milked. That is Aduduhan. Okay. Okay. So always remember that in Sanskritam. So Padarthangal, Suraganaha, the groups of Devargal. How many Devas are there? Every tendency, every, pull and push I have throughout the day, I have about, on average, 50,000 thoughts per day, 20,000 words per day, 2,000 actions per day. Okay, on an average, scientifically, people say that's what it is. I haven't counted it. Every one of them, the tendencies, the thinking, the thoughts I have, if they pull me towards Bhagavan's lotus feet, that is a Deva. Not only the power with which I see, the power with which I hear, so many things, they're all Devas. Okay, everything is a Deva, even to go for excretion, the bowel movement, that's also a Deva. Everything is a Deva. Things that does good, that benefit. Benefit simply means that pushti for physical body, but for the mental body, which is even more fundamental, is to direct it towards Bhagavan's lotus feet. A Shraddha is a Devi. Okay, Vak Devi, Saraswati, how I speak, the energy with which I speak. If I speak it divinely, with sweetly and lovingly to Bhagavan, then Saraswati is dancing. Understand it that way. So Deva Ganangal, okay, all of them, Indram Vatsam Kritva, Indranai Kadrah Amit, keeping Indra as a calf, Vatsam, in this case child, in this case calf, Kritva, doing, Indram, Indranai, okay. Hiranmayena Patrena, in a golden pot. Okay, golden pot shows not just a physical golden pot, it shows a certain degree of importance and ecstasy and supremacy and preciousness. Okay, and what is it? They had Viryam, Ojaha, Balam, Somam, Payaha, Adu Duhan, Adu Duhan. So Payaha, Adu Duhan, they extracted milk. Payaha, milk, but what type of milk is it? Adu Duhan, they extracted it, they milked it. Okay, what was that pal? What was that milk? Viryam, Ojaha, Balam, Somam. Viryam, mental strength, strength of the mind. Ojaha, strength of my senses. The 5 Jnanendriyangal and the 5 Karmendriyangal. Each one of them has to be strong. As I grow older, I lose my eyesight. I lose my hearing ability. I'm not able to speak well. Isn't it? I'm not able to walk well. Think for a second. Okay. So, but all these need to be strong. So, Viryam, the mind has to be very strong, equipoised. Doesn't matter, difficulties, challenges, humiliations, praise. No, be steady. That's strength. Ojaha, the strength of the Indriyangal. Balam, you all know that, which is what the gymnasium and all does, which is basically bodily strength, building up muscles, strength of the body, strength of the mind, strength of the senses, and strength of the body. All these three, plus, more important, because now the Devargal are extracting it, and that is that Sakti that is pushing me towards the lotus feet. Naturally, what will be the milk, the final milk, with a strong mind and strong sense and the strong body, strong Shraddha and strong dedication, devotion, strong duty, strong discipline, etc. Naturally, Somam, which is Amritam itself. That is what they extracted, the milk, which means in this life, Bhuma Devi is ready to yield Amritam to me. If I employ Indra as a cow, okay, in my life, right now, today, if I do that, okay, then not only will I become stronger in all these three, mind, body, and senses, but also in my speech I will become very sweet, and ultimately Amritam itself I can get. Somam. There Somam means Amritam. Okay. Krutva Vatsam Suraganaha Indram Somam Aduduhan Hiranmayena Patrena Viryam Ojo Balam Payaha. Next comes the Asuragal. Naturally, Tangapatra means, naturally, it's very valuable, isn't it? So understand it that way. And Hiranmayena also means the whole world, the whole universe is Hiranmayam. We are all in Hiranya Garbha, as they say, Hiranya Garbha. Now, that simply means the mental universe, the universe in our mind. Okay, all the things I imagine, everything I imagine, right? And that has got a golden effulgence in it. Okay, so that is why it's called Hiranyam. The Hiranyamaya Patrena means in this universe itself, in whatever world I create, that is Hiranyamayam only. In that Patram, in that vessel, okay, I can extract Amritam itself if I employ Indra. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om